Hi everyone, I'm Astro Coach Amy. Welcome to my show, The Divine GPS Navigator. Today we'll be talking about the new moon, which will occur this Sunday morning, 4:27 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. During this new moon, both the sun, the moon, and also Mars are going to be in the water sign of Cancer. So it's going to be a sensitive time. And since Cancer rules our family, and these days it might be your blood family, it might be your extended family, you might even call it your spiritual tribe, but it also rules our emotional security. And that's a sensitive issue for many of us. We're not even sure how to define that, but we know that it's very personal to us. So what's going to be important during this full moon is to be mindful, not to take things personally, because you may feel a little more deeply and feel more sensitive than usual, and you might overreact. There is that opportunity with Mars, which loves to take action. Mars is not about emotion and feeling your feelings. It just wants to get on with things. So as a result of that, it's going to heat things up a bit, and you just want to be careful, like I said, to not misinterpret things when people are speaking with you, because it definitely can escalate, and then it may, create something that we didn't mean to do. This is a little more inward time, which is what the new moon is. It's our time to plant seeds for the new cycle, which is a very important time. What do you feel you need? What do you want? And what are you willing to communicate that will take care of you emotionally with your family and friends? We want to be mindful during this cycle not to behave like the Cancer crab, withdraw into our shell, and then harbor resentments and feel like nobody cares about us, because this can be a tendency with so much of this very sensitive emotional energy and Mars there. Now, we also are finishing this last cycle, these next 2 weeks until August 8th. Pluto and Jupiter are still in that square I've discussed, where Pluto is really encouraging us to release all those limiting beliefs we've had. And of course, Jupiter's going through the Earth sign of Virgo, wanting us to take care of our health. And sometimes it's easier, I think, to argue or maybe resist a little bit when people have suggestions for us. But this is an important time to take action, and it's valuable for us not to take that position that we want to be right, because these two fiery planets can definitely create conflict. Now, one of the things I would like to mention is, since we know there's so much conflict right now around healthcare in this country, let's focus on those times when we've seen really intelligent and heartfelt collaboration that has really been known to move mountains, when people are willing to set aside their personal agendas and focus on the best and highest good. So I'd like to plant that seed for us all to keep that vision during this important new moon. Now, I'd like to use a personal example that came up yesterday, and here we are at the show, because I could feel the passion and the tension mounting. And I received some news that I definitely didn't want, and I could feel my own emotions welling up, and they were threatening to overwhelm me and just cancel out my day, which wasn't possible in the middle of a busy work day. So I took a deep breath. I decided to take a little bit of time out and feel the disappointment and the sadness. I did write a gratitude list right away. I could feel myself shifting. I turned on the music, which I do, and I began to dance. And as I did, that energy began to change. It began to shift. And I could tell I was willing to make a new plan. So I began the new plan. I began to read something out of Fast Company, which I've been encouraging you to read, that newsletter. And I was so moved by what I read, I decided to offer some free services to the CEO of a company for some of his staff because of the great work they're doing in the world. I got so excited writing the email and thinking about all these people that I completely forgot what had upset me. And I realized it took less than 2 hours to do this. Now, the best PS is that this morning I received some terrific unexpected news in my business, and I was able to receive the gifts so easily and really thank this wonderful client of mine because I'd released my upset from yesterday. Definitely would like to encourage everyone with this wonderful, beautiful summertime and this new moon special energy this weekend. I encourage you all to go out in nature, celebrate the beauty of this wonderful summer season. And let's release that strong emotional energy and use it to inspire you. You just never know what wonderful door might open rather than creating those feelings of upset and distance people that you care about because you weren't willing to share your truth. Now, as we all witness the continued world crisis, let's remember to stop and take a deep breath. And if you find yourself feeling really frustrated or angry, and you can tell the media has really impacted you, I do encourage you to take a deep breath and see what you can do to focus on some solutions that might help both in your local community and globally. So again, you have a way to change that energy because we need these solutions so badly right now. Now, in conclusion, I do want to remind you that it isn't just about the new moon, but each day, if we can find a few moments of joy, no matter what's going on around us, that really is a key to our greatest happiness and to those around us. I also invite you to find 3 things every single day that you're grateful for, and also 3 things you did well to celebrate your progress. I just find this makes a huge difference for me. And then by the end of the day, I really can celebrate how well I've done. Let's welcome this wonderful new moon cycle in Cancer with an open heart. And let's plant some powerful seeds for self-care and emotional nurturing for both ourselves as well as supporting our friends and family to do the same. We are preparing for a very powerful both lunar and solar eclipse, but in this new moon cycle, we are preparing for the solar eclipse, which will be on August 20th. Let's remember, just a few minutes of quiet time each day may help you reconnect to your divine source and reframe those wild thoughts that may be swirling around you. Thanks for tuning in. Enjoy the new moon. If you have questions or you'd like a reading, please contact me at astrocoachamy.com.